All right, we're going to talk about something that's not so fancy, not so feel good. We're going to talk about psychosis. And when you don't heal your body and you don't feel the things and you don't grieve and move the emotions through, it fractures your mind. Your mind, your brain, your body, they're all connected. The simulation, your life, your subconscious programming has conditioned you to push down your emotions. And I figured this out because I've got men that are in their late 50s and 60s going absolutely crazy. And they're coming from that generation where they are told to put their feelings away, no crying, no doing anything. So they go nuts because they start having awakenings and all these different things that happen to them, and it makes them absolutely crazy because they can't put together a cohesive thought. They're really smart, they've come from trauma, but it's fractured because their body is filled with too much pain and grief that they are unable to process because they will not process their subconscious emotions. So it makes them insane. Makes my father insane. Same way. He had too much trauma. He couldn't process it. And then he started making choices and decisions from his subconscious programming, which then brought more shame and guilt. His brain and his mind fractured. And then he started acting out. Now nobody speaks to him because he's too fucking nuts. And that hurts more. And then he can't do other things. That's how people end up homeless. Because they cannot grieve and feel the pain and the stuff in their body. So when you're having issues, when you're having problems, you got to feel the things in your body. You got to move through it. And I am no exception. Whenever I had too much pain in my body, I went through the same thing and did the same things. So there's no judgment. These people just need love, and they need to grieve, and they need to move the emotions through so that their brain can start thinking cohesively. But if you do not do that, you're gonna stay in the crazy zone. And you know what? Sometimes it's not a bad place to be if you've got your ducks in a row. But if you don't have your ducks in a row, then you're gonna get blocked by life, by yourself, by other people, because it's a succubus energy. And you want everybody to validate you, and you want to be like telling everybody, I'm this, I'm that, I forgot this, I got that. All of that is true. You do have all that, and you are a great creator, and you are very powerful. But you don't need to be running around telling people that. You need to show them by living your life in a certain way. And going around thinking that people are in love with you or you're in love with them is not going to help. Okay? So you've got to move the emotions through. And I want to say this doesn't apply to everybody, but you got to move the emotions through or else your mind is going to fracture. Okay? You got to grieve. You got to cry. You got to get it out. If you have the urge not to because you got to be tough and you got to be strong, that's subconscious programming. Get it together. Okay? Cry and grieve. It's a biological response. It offshoots all your emotion. It's there for a reason. Your body is a perfect biological machine. It happens for a reason. You've got to move the emotions through. You got to process it so your mind doesn't fracture. Okay? I'm saying this because I love you, and I've had to block a lot of crazy people for this itself. So if you're watching this and you're going through a tough time, you gotta feel it, and then you gotta push your brain in the right direction. I am wonderful, I'm great, and I can do this. Don't talk to everybody. Stop writing people. Stop doing all that stuff because it's not helpful, and it's just fucking scary, actually, and it's quite embarrassing when you come out of it. So get it together, feel your body, grieve the things that you need to grieve, and then start moving forward with your life. Okay? Create the reality that you want. If you're lonely, it's because you're being crazy. Okay? Love you, mean it. Bye.